Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is 8:58 Eastern Standard Time here on a Tuesday, August 25th. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carlos Garcia. You're tuned in to the GAR Capital YouTube channel. Thanks again for stopping by. And if you haven't yet, make sure to click on the bottom right-hand corner to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our channel for any new videos that will come out. Thank you so much for joining again. Let's go ahead and talk market, shall we? Dow futures are up about 158 points off the highs overnight. Nasdaq futures are red slightly, about 14 points. S&P futures up 13 points off the highs as well, 34.40. Russell 2000 index futures are outperforming the indices, 1577, up 0.69%. Crude oil is up 0.92% as a hurricane is looking to head to the Gulf Coast, and big oil refiners are pulling their refiners offline, like Exxon, for example. Bitcoin is down about 2% on the future side, 11,505. Gold futures are down 0.37%. Silver futures are flat. Euro dollar right now for my Forex people up 31 pips, 1.1818. Dollar yen 106.41 up 41 pips. The dollar index is down slightly again, 93.13. And the VIX is up 0.18% at 22.41. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what happened overnight. We actually had some headlines come in overnight regarding phase one deal with Chinese. Again, I don't know if the phase one deal was ever implemented, or I guess they're going to implement it now. China and the United States are not exactly on the same level currently, diplomatically speaking, but I mean, those headlines did push us up, so that is nice to see. We did tap 34.48 overnight on ES. I actually had a long position on futures, on E-mini futures. I actually got out for profit right around 34.37-ish. My target was 34.40, so anyways, I got out. I took my money and ran. We had as high as 34.48. I kind of left a couple $100 on the table, but whatever. I'm in NASDAQ long futures and currently red at the moment. Other than that, our members yesterday took Apple and QQQ. We didn't get into anything new. There was just one stock that I was looking at, which was Alibaba, but it did tap 280 overnight this morning, and then it fell another $2. So it's at 278.20. It is up $2 pre-market due to Jack Ma's, I believe, IPO of his company called Ant. So there you go. Alibaba is up, and it's a stock that I'm watching. Best Buy reported earnings did beat same-store sales, but they're down 2.86% on no guidance. Tiffany's is down 4%. Palo Alto Networks, they had reported yesterday, they're down 3.49%. What's the movers today? American Airlines up 2.68%, Carnival Cruise. So again, you're seeing a little bit of rotation. Leisures are coming up a little bit. Banks are coming up. Bank of America is up 1%, 1.28%. United Airlines up 1%, Norwegian up 1.61%, Delta up 1%, Boeing up 1.36%, Micron up 2.35%, interesting enough. Tesla down 1.67%. Salesforce CRM is up 2.42% due to the fact that they'll be moving over to the Dow. Kind of doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make a difference. Funds are not really indexed to the Dow Jones, they're indexed to the S&P. ExxonMobil's down 2% because they're removed from the Dow. Pfizer's down 1.36%. They were removed from the Dow. I own shares in Pfizer. And Wells Fargo is up 1.35% pre-market. So you're seeing a slight rotation. Banks and tanks, like I've said, industrials and banks. So this could be an opportunity to start taking a look at if you are, looking at a play today for some calls or something. We could take a look at some banks. Let's take a look at, for example, JPM. Right here, a good level to break would be 101.95 for a break to the upside. So take a look at JPM for maybe a possible call if you start seeing some volume come up. Bank of America, I really don't like playing that stock because the volume really is just a tease. So I'll skip BAC. Citibank looking very nice here, above the 200 and above the 100. So let's see if we can break 52. If we can break 52, I will definitely keep an eye on that stock for some more upside. So Let's take a look at JPM. Let's take a look at Citi. Good old Boeing. Boeing needs 183.44 for a break to the upside. If we do break that, then I'll take a look at some calls. It does get a little screwy with that stock, so I really don't like playing it much. DAL, I definitely want to see the break of, well, the recent candle of the secondary highs, which is about 30.44. Break that, then we could probably target 31 on Delta. I own shares in Delta, so I do like that. But that's what I'm watching here. If you're looking at AAL or any other kind of airlines, I think DAL is probably your best bet on the chart side instead of AAL. So DAL is probably your best one. If you're looking at Carnival, I really don't play Carnival. There's not a lot of volume there. I don't see anything worth playing there. But if you do want to see it and you want to kind of take a look at an alert, take a look at 1670, and then you could probably target 17. Pretty close to the money. Probably your best bet there. But I definitely like Citi and I like JPM. One more is GS, Goldman Sachs. I do need a little more 216 to get there. If we break, I would say break 210, and then we can talk. Until then, I'm not in a rush to get into anything. Yesterday, after we got up the morning from QQQ and Apple, we pretty much stayed put, and it was just a choppy session till the end of the day. So it wasn't really much going on. A lot of it, guys, have to understand 90% of trading is just waiting. So don't feel the need to always want to get into something. But I do like Goldman today. I do like JPM and Citi. So if you want to go ahead and start writing down some of the stuff that you want to watch, let's do that together. So I got Citi, I got GS, and I got JPM. Alerts are placed. Alerts placed. Okay, so my alerts for JPM, for Goldman, I at GS, which is 210. You can put that under your notes. I hope you have a pen and pad. And for Citi, I do like 52. And for JPM, again, these are just alerts. Again, it doesn't really make a difference. If it breaks it, there's no volume that is pointless. And for JPM, you need 101.95. So 101.95 on JPM. For Alibaba, I'm looking at 280 for the break. So go ahead and place an alert there. I have an alert above 296, 276.97, but it's a slow mover. So let's see if we get to 280.11 and break that high before we do anything. I do like it here, so but I want to go ahead and wait. So let's go ahead and I think it's 280, but 280.12 for the upside here. And those are my ones that I'm watching. 280.22. That's my alert for BABA. Those are pretty much the four I'm watching. Apple's not much going on. They did have some profit taking after yesterday. We hit a high about 515.98. Kind of fading here. We just basically filled the gap and just been staying around there. Nothing really much to play there. Not even puts or anything. If you're looking at Tesla, Tesla's pretty much just range now. We did tap there at 2140. Now we're just kind of hovering around the 100-day moving average. 1886 would be my level to probably buy another share of Tesla. So I'm not really looking at that currently. Amazon I'm watching as well. 3259 is your 100-day moving average. Your real support is right around 3200. Maybe if you want to add a position there, that'd be smart to add some shares if you wanted to. Google was upgraded pre-market, I think by UBS. It's a slow grinder, not much there in regards to playing calls. Facebook, I have some long-term calls on it, and it is up pre-market. Another slow grinder. You could see just a slight continuing up. So basically, the four I'm watching are Citi, Goldman, JPM, and BABA. That's what I'm watching today. Okay, so tons of questions. That's my monologue, and I hope you wrote that down. Good morning, everybody. Morning. Going back to 190. Let's start answering some questions. Um, it looks interesting. I need 183.44 to get there. Let me just back on it. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. What do you think about work? You're talking about, I believe it's Slack Technologies. Right now, I'm not. I used to own the stock way back and I sold it. Not really interested in that stock. The chart doesn't look that great to me. I think there's better options out there. How about 285 for next week? 285 is actually a very prudent play for next week, but you could probably do it for this week too. So let's see if we get that break of 280 first. What's your thoughts on the new ads to DOJ? Of Dow Jones doesn't mean anything to me. Really doesn't do anything for me. JPM, I just explained JPM. So again, you need to break 102 before we do anything. JPM price target. My price target on it for today, I mean, if you break 102, that'd be nice, but I don't know exactly what you're speaking of. Again, these rotations don't last long, so who knows? Maybe 104 if anything, but we got to see if we get that break. Apple's today prediction. Uh, I think we're pretty much going to be just range bound for the most part. Maybe tap 495-ish, maybe. That's your support from yesterday. But should hang around 500 if anything, maybe 502. On Twitter, what did you mean by fill the gap? So when you see Apple here, you see there's a gap fill on Sunday. We gap to the upside. Basically, what we did is just fill the gap down here back. We just came back to the bottom range of that gap. That's all that means. Thoughts on BA day trade? I just explained it. MA to 3360. MA, I believe, is MasterCard. I don't trade it. I don't own it. I own Visa. But you're talking about 360 for when? Uh, 2 years from now? Sure. Thoughts on Diz? Diz, I played it. It's in my gulag now when it comes to options trading. I'm kind of over it already, and it's not really moving. If it breaks above 133, great. But I lost on that trade, so I'm over it. How you feel about INTU? I don't know what INTU is into it. I think that's TurboTax or whatever. I don't think anything much of it, to be honest with you. Thoughts on NVIDIA? I don't know anything about NVIDIA. Sorry. Amazon I already spoke about. Again, 3213 is your support, 3200. Do you think GLD and SLV will continue to pull back in the next few weeks? Looking at GLD, I mean, it's pretty much just kind of standing pat there. And even though the dollar is kind of slightly or weak, so maybe the demand's not there yet. But SLV, same thing. The SLV looks like a better chart than GLD. What do you think about Mara? I have no idea what these stocks are. Are we talking about Mara? I don't even know what that is. Marathon Patent Group? That's a penny stock? I have no idea. How long do you think the rotation of banks will last until a few days? I mean, sometimes it's just same day, sometimes next day. I think the rotation lasts for today. As you could see, the Nasdaq is taking a little bit of a hit today. My breakout level is 11,700 on the mini futures on the Nasdaq, but until then, who really knows? Thoughts on Nvidia? Buy on the small dip yesterday. If you like Nvidia long term, yes, I would prefer to wait below 500 to buy some more. Thanks for Carvana long term. Hey, Carvana is a company that you could buy cars online. They deliver it to you. Not many people are driving, but I like the business model. I'd rather not invest in it, but I think it's interesting, sure. V for 210 this week. Visa, I mean, guys, I played Visa before and I got burned. I've always said it before, I'll say it again. Visa and MasterCard, when it comes to options, suck. For some reason, it just sucks. I don't know why. The movement is so slow. Nvidia above 511. I have 517.30 for a break. How do you think about Rocket Mortgage long term? When it comes to financials, the only company I own is JP Morgan. Rocket companies, the mortgages, it's nice. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'd rather just not buy it here personally. I think I'd rather have a little more than just a mortgage company to own. Theft and Tesla spending the split. They're just going to split, guys. That's all it is. You want 5 nickels or a quarter. It's the same thing. Nothing's really going to change here. A play for IW would make sense to play for next week, 160. Next week, well, it is above my level, 157.05, which is nice. Let's go ahead and see 158 if you want to play 160. 158.26 would probably be your best bet. Until then, I wouldn't do it. There's really, I'm not, it's a lot of choppiness, and I really don't want you guys just to rush into something because you're bored. Hey, Carlos, listen to the podcast and share your bullish sentiments. You mentioned to buy stocks that we use personally. That's on Spot, Present Growth. Yeah, I own Spotify. Hopefully, I use it every day. So, yes, I'm a buyer of Spotify. Any plasma stocks? I don't know any plasma stocks. Again, I've been saying if you just want to buy the biotech ETF that owns all those names, IBB. Can we see a downtrend on SPY today or manage to go up? I mean, you could get some kind of sideways action, but it's green. I mean, right now you had the nice push this overnight and then just kind of sideways action. We've been seeing that when it comes to the U.S. cash session, right at around 9:30 a.m. We get some sideways action, some dips here and there, but the 9:30 to 4 U.S. session has just not been as fun as the overnight session. Thoughts on Amazon calls this week? Very expensive, very expensive. Again, depends on what strike you're looking at. Face Drive, read a Motley Fool's target investment. What do you think? I've never heard of Face Drive. Great content. IPOs to look for. Yep, take Snowflake. I heard about that. Thoughts on Planet 13 long term? I don't know what Planet 13 is. Is that the marijuana place? Cat for a long term position. Looks like it'll break out soon with John Deere. Yeah, I mean, basically it's a China play. I think there's better growth names out there, but I'm not against Caterpillar. If you're playing the industrial China play, Caterpillar is a pretty good one to play. Maybe that's one to look for. Banks calls, same exit, same day. Usually when it comes to banks, yes, I like to day trade the banks. I don't like to hold them because they like to reverse. Just a heads up. If you buy an option close to the money, do you buy that option or a strike price further out? No, it depends on volume. That's how I do it. Just depends on volume. Thoughts on MED? I don't know what MED is. MED? Medifast? Sorry, guy. I have no idea what that is. I'm sorry. I usually deal with big caps that I trade. I've never heard of Medifast in my life. So I'd have to really look into it, and I don't know. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. I'm gonna go check in with my team. Thank you so much for taking the time out of the day. I'm sorry, guys. Some of these names I've never heard of. Again, I don't know if they're bad or good. I need some time to actually research it. But thank you so much again. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Happy trading. Happy Tuesday. We'll catch you tomorrow for the morning note, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, do not rush into anything. If you do not see the volume, you see a lot of chop, don't do something because you're bored. Don't put money into something just because you want to do something. 90% of trading is waiting. Understand. I will go ahead and reiterate what I'm watching. Citigroup 52 above 52, Goldman Sachs above 210, JPM above 101.95, and Alibaba above 280.22. That's what I'm watching. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Enjoy.